What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to this ongoing series. We are now on the 1950-51 NBA season. Gonna go through these teams like we've been doing each and every video. The Tri-Cities Blackhawks, they got Bob Davies, Harry Gallatin. Baltimore Bullets got Jim Pollard, Buddy Jeanette, Stan Miasek. They also got young Bob Cousy now, so that'll definitely be something to look out for. And the Washington Capitals, this will be their last year in the league. If you haven't watched the other years, I would suggest you do so now because I'm about to spoil it. These guys have won every single championship so far, so we'll see if they're able to 5-peat now. Bob Feerick is a little older, he's not as good. Same with Sadowski. Scolari's still solid, but yeah, that core's still there, and Carl Brown is their young guy. So we'll see if they're able to defend their title again. The Boston Celtics are here. Haven't done much yet, but they got a solid rotation here. 384s, 82 overall. Connie Simmons is still here, so they got a nice little squad. Then we go to the Knicks. Frankie Bryan, Frankie Baumholtz, the two Frankies running in the backcourt there, and then Alex Groza in the middle. Then we go to the Minneapolis Lakers, Al Serby and Jack Nichols in there, Bill Sharman as well. Bill Sharman, I'm pretty sure he played for them in real life. I might have to fact check that, but we'll see if he turns out to be solid. Then the Syracuse Nationals, they got Mikan. They now have Zaslavsky because the Stags are no longer a team. They also have Ernie Cavalry. So this team, you know, they were pretty close to taking down the Capitals last year. On paper, they probably look better now, but we'll see. We'll see if the Capitals, they've just won every time, so we'll see. The Indianapolis Olympians, Dolph Schayes, 92 overall. Got Chuck Scher in there, Bill Gavor. We'll see if they can make any noise. The Fort Wayne Pistons, Don Otten, Kenny Sailors, and now Paul Arizin. He's gonna probably turn into one of the best players in the league very soon, so the Pistons, look out for them. Also have John Logan. Then the Rochester Royals got Arnie Rison, Bellis Smalley, Red Holzman. Solid little team. Providence Steamrollers are not a team. The Philadelphia Warriors round us out with Joe Fulks still on the squad, still at 90 overall, so he's still, you know, they're still around, but this team overall doesn't really have much depth, so I'm not sure how they're going to turn out. Then when we go to the all players, Mikan is the best player in the league, followed by Schayes, Fulks, Davies, and Jim Pollard at number 5. Carl Brown tied with Pollard for that 5 spot. During the 1950-51 NBA season in real life, the Minneapolis Lakers ended the season with the best record at 44-24. George Mikan led the league in points per game at 28.4. And in the finals, the Royals ended up beating my New York Knicks 4-3. Pretty sure there was some big controversy behind this one. Let me actually look real quick. Okay, so there was a very controversial ending. So the Royals, although they won 4-3 in the end, they were actually up 3-0 in this series. The Knicks forced a game 7. It was 75-75. The Royals get fouled. Max Zaslavsky fouled Bob Davies. Bob Davies made both free throws, and apparently in the rules, under the rules in 1951, a made free throw in the final 3 minutes resulted in a jump ball that the Royals won and stalled the game because there was also no shot clock. So they ran out the last 40 seconds because a free throw was made because the rules were different, and that's what ended up changing the rules. That is unbelievable. Well, yeah, that's how it happened in real life. And the teams that will be leaving us after this year are the Chicago Stags, the St. Louis Bombers, the Anderson Packers, the Denver Nuggets, the Sheboygan Redskins, and the Waterloo Hawks. Alright, so at the end of this year, George Mikan wins the MVP, averaging 28, 19.7 boards, almost 3 blocks, shooting only 43% surprisingly, and he's still shooting threes. I don't know why, but he's going to take home the MVP. Paul Arizin, Rookie of the Year, I am not surprised, averaging 24 a game, 12 rebounds as well. Red Rocha, the 6th Player of the Year, 12-9 for him. George Mikan gonna take home another defensive player of the year as well. He's still getting 1.5 steals as well. Most improved player, I don't know if this is a real person, but Iancu Buska for the Tri-Cities Blackhawks, making things happen there. The clutch player of the year is George Mikan as well. He is just clearing house with these awards. And the Fort Wayne Pistons have the coach of the year in JB Bickerstaff and the executive of the year. So wow, looks like these standings are going to look pretty interesting. The All-NBA first team consists of George Mikan, Paul Arizin, Bob Cousy, Dolph Schayes, and Bob Davies. So we have 2 rookies in the All-NBA first team. The league is changing quite a bit. Max Zaslavsky, Arnie Rison, Carl Brown, Bob Kurland, and Harry Gallatin on the All-NBA second team. The All-NBA third team has Iancu Buska, the 71 overall most improved player, Stan Miasek, Jack Nichols, Ernie Calvary, and Bill Sharman. So pretty impressive there. The all-defensive first team is here, the second team is here, and then the all-rookie first team obviously consists of Arizin and Cousy. Here are the rest of the guys that are on there. Alright, here's the bracket, and wow, I noticed something. It looks like the Capitals are not even going to have a chance to defend their championship. This is the first time that they will not be in the playoffs and not be winning. So we will have our first new champion this year. And the Capitals, they're no longer going to exist. So this was their last year. You know, it's a bittersweet ending. I would have liked to see them try and compete for championship number 5, especially after all the lore they've given us. But that's their way of signing off. Carl Brown will be a free agent. The rest of these guys will move on to different teams or retire. So yeah, shout out to them though for really tearing this league up. But here are the standings. Otherwise, the Pistons ran the league, 66 wins. The Olympians with 58. Baltimore also finished with 50 plus. Nationals only had 45 wins. I'm stunned by that, to be honest. The Celtics round out at the bottom, team 8. And then if we go to the stats, Mikan led the league in points, 28.3. Here what the rest of the guys look like. Rebounds, of course, Mikan by 5 rebounds. He's just dominating. Assists, Bob Davies. I think he's the first one to average double-digit assists. So shout out to him, 10.2 a game. Steals wise, he also ran it with 2 a game. And the blocks is George Mikan, unsurprisingly. Field goal percentage goes to Dolph Schayes, 57% from the field. We could check 3-point percentage. Bob Cousy actually got some 3-pointers up, so shout out to him. Free throws. Was there anything else we checked? Not really, I don't think. Turnovers, yeah, Frank Ford, shout out to you. All right, so let's dive in. All right, so the first series we're looking at Bullets Royals. The Bullets are up 1-0. Who will take home game 2 and move on? Will the Bullets be able to do it? Looks like they're not going to have a problem with it at all, and they are going to eliminate the Royals, led behind Miasek. Cousy had a solid game. Who's this? Jack Underman with a 14-14 game. So they're going to take care of the Royals quickly. Moving on to the next series, we got the Warriors versus the Nationals. The Nationals are up 1-0. Now they have home court, but the Warriors are pushing back. They may be able to force this to a game 3, but it's getting close. Let's see, is this worth hopping into? If the Nationals could score a couple buckets, it is. Yeah, that's just not going to be enough. I was trying to give them a chance, but they couldn't cut it to 2 at any point. So therefore, the Warriors will force a game 3. Olympians versus Celtics. The Olympians lead 1-0. Can the Celtics force a game 3? Or will the Olympians move on to play the Bullets? This one's coming down to the wire as well. Can the Celtics get a few buckets, make this closer? Whose ball is it? 101-98. The Olympians are going to take it. I was trying to find a way to hop in, but Schayes and Chuck Scher are going to get it done. Pistons versus Lakers to round out this first round, and I'm pretty sure I need to check the standings again, but the Lakers are looking like they might be winning this game against the Pistons unless the Pistons have a late comeback. And they did for a sec, but the Lakers also pushed back again, and they're going to take this one. So it's going to be 1-1 going back to Fort Wayne. Bill Sharman with a little 30 in his rookie year. The 2 rookies, Arizin and Sharman, going at it. If I was looking correctly, yeah, the Lakers and Celtics, they have the Lakers at 7, Celtics at 8, but in the bracket here, the Celtics are 7, Lakers are 8. I don't know why the standings would do that. I'm assuming the tiebreaker makes it that way, but Doesn't really make sense to me. Either way, Nationals, Warriors, game 3/game 7. Who will take it home? Warriors are leading by a bunch, and they're going to take this home. Joe Fulks going to make quick work of Ernie Cavalry, Mikan, and Zeslovsky. So the MVP has been eliminated in round 1. Pistons, Lakers. Can the Lakers pull off a huge upset against the #1 seed, 66 game winning team? They were sticking around for a bit, but this just turned into a blowout out of nowhere, and the Pistons are going to hang on. This team is looking pretty solid, man. Ball errors and getting it done. And we just have the top 4 seeds moving on. That's fair. So now we should have full series. We should have full 7-game series now. Let's get into it. Warriors, Pistons, Olympians, Bullets. Okay, the Bullets lead 3-1 on the Olympians. So let's see if Kuzi and the Bullets can take down Schayes and the Olympians, or if the Olympians will start a comeback. We got 2 minutes. Bullets. All right, the Olympians are going to force a game 6. That's a big one for them. Chuck Share getting it done for him, 26 and 17. Kuzi at 29, 7, and 9, doing his thing. But now we go to the Pistons, Warriors. Let's see over here. This is game 5, actually. I shouldn't even be in here, but let's see. Game 5, since I'm in here, who will take it? It's going to be the Pistons, 109-100. So Bullets up 3-2, Pistons up 3-2. Who will take the first championship that the Capitals will not be featured in? Who will be the champion? Let's see. Olympians just forced game 6. All right, you know what? This is a fun series. This got some lore. 82-79, we're hopping in. All right, so we're in here. Still no shot clock. 2 minutes left. 3-2 Bullets lead in this series, and they're up 3 in this ball game. Let's see what happens. Bullets can just milk time. Viesek goes up. He's going to miss it. Rebound. Tipped up and out. The Bullets are going to keep it. Timeout, Baltimore. Right, Jorgensen on the inbound ends up in Kuzi's hands at the top. They got 2 minutes. Buddy Jeanette down to Stan Viesek. The double comes. Double team is there. It doesn't matter. Viesek trying to get this Bullets team to the finals. I don't think they've made it there yet, so this would be pretty big for them. Hertzberg got a foul on Buddy Jeanette. That's their 4th, so any foul now puts them in the bonus. But the Olympians are down 5 points. They're going to have to get a bucket, and Schayes is their main guy, so he's got to go quick. Dolph Schayes going in, tough shot, got it. That's what good players do. They hit tough shots. Bob Cousy for the Baltimore Bullets. What will he do? Gets it down to Viesek. Viesek's got a smaller guy on him, so I don't blame them for feeding him. They kick it out. McNamee. Buddy Jeanette has it again. Thing with the no shot clock is they can just dribble this. McNamee's blocked. Bill Gabor on the run. They need to score on this possession, and they can't take too long. Oh, they give it to Bill Gabor instead of Schayes. I would have given it to Dolph Schayes there, but instead they're going to do a little pick and roll. Gabor wants to shoot it. He does, and he misses it. And they're not fouling yet. Buddy Jeanette dribbling the ball up. Olympians need to foul. He's going to shoot the ball, and he's going to make it anyway. That is the ball game, and the Baltimore Bullets have just punched themselves a ticket to the NBA Finals. Oh, hold on. Oh, he got blocked. Schayes will try a 3. No. And the Bullets are going to the NBA Finals to play the winner of the Pistons-Warriors series. Yeah, these guys are deep, man. It hasn't been Kuzi scoring a ton of points, really, usually. It's a lot of balanced scoring led by Kuzi and Viesek. So, you'll love to see it from those guys. Schayes actually didn't really have that good of a game, only 13 and 14, so he's got to get more involved. But anyway, it doesn't matter. That's a next year problem for them. The Bullets have made their first finals appearance. Now let's see if the Warriors are going to force a game 7 or if the Pistons are going to just meet the Bullets after this game 6. Oh, the Warriors come out strong. The Pistons kind of bring it back a little bit, but not enough. The Warriors are going to force a game 7. Folks has been waiting for the year that the Capitals weren't in the way. So let's see if he can take down the 66-win Pistons in Arizon's first They're coming out strong in this first half, and the Pistons are coming out weak. Not even a chance for the Fort Wayne Pistons. They had an absolute stinker. Paul Arizin, 3 of 15. He shot 7 3-pointers in 1951. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? These rookies are shooting threes, but it's okay. It's all right. The Warriors got it done. Ralph Beard, Joe Fulks. So in the first year that the Capitals are not in, the 2 original first champions in real life, the Philadelphia Warriors, who won in real life in 1947, and the Bullets, who won in 1948 in real life, they're here. And one of them is going to take home a championship. Let's see. Game 1, the Bullets take. Game 2, Bullets. Game 3, oh man, Joe Fulks, are they going to lose again? In the finals, they're gonna lose again, and none of the games were close. Look at this one. Game 1, 92-78. Game 2, 91-75. Game 3, 119-96. Bob Cousy had 36 and 17. The Bob Cousy era is here, y'all. Is Cousy about to sweep these guys? Hold on, the Warriors got something to say. Let's see if they can keep this going. Well, the Bullets, nope, okay. All right, they're not gonna get swept. They're not gonna get swept. Okay, Joe Fulks has a little bit of dignity. Game 5, this is the real big game for the Warriors. If they can win this one, now we're talking somewhere. And they're coming out super strong. Oh my goodness. They win game 5 by, what is that, 42? Holy, okay. I don't know what happened, but they 23, 15, and 6. Joe Fulks 15 and 20 from the free throw line. Let's see if they can pull off game 6. Remember, the Bullets were up 3-0, guys, so but the Bullets seem to remember that as they come out strong in this game 6. They are up by 20 something. Unless the Warriors have a late comeback here, it looks like the Bullets will be taking it. But hold on, it is a 5-point game, and the Warriors, maybe I should have let them come a little closer, but the Warriors have a real chance. All right, 92-87, Bullets, Warriors. Philadelphia has the ball, they got to score. Ralph Beard goes inside, kicks it down to the center. Hoya, it is a 3-point game. The Philadelphia Warriors have been on an incredible run, and they need to get a stop on these Bullets if they want a chance to force another game. Cousy shoots a deep jumper and misses. That's the problem with the tendencies. Beard down the lane, blocked. What a block. That was a huge block. I don't even know who it was. What a play by the Bullets. That looked like the Warriors were about to make this comeback, but now the tides have totally changed. The Bullets have the momentum again, and Philly needs to stop desperately. Cousy puts up a 3. No good. Rebound Beard. So Cousy likes to shoot threes, which is interesting, but I'm not going to change it. If that's how they spawn in, that's how they spawn in. Ralph Beard with a tough shot. No. Mikan, no. Sineski. I guess Fulks is fouled out, so they don't really have an offensive option. And one! Sineski! That was the only way they could tie it. They didn't have a three-point shooter. Play of the season for George Sineski. If he hits this free throw, they tie the game. What an incredible comeback. Let's see if he can finish it off. He needs to hit this free throw. So much pressure. George Sineski at the free throw line to tie the game. He missed it. Oh my God. Oh, that's one of the worst chokes I've ever seen. They managed to get an and one in an era with no 3-ball and then miss the free throw for the tie. I mean, they do still have a chance. Miesek could miss one of these, but man, they had a golden opportunity there and they've wasted it. Miesek's free throw is good. That is heartbreaking for the Warriors. Free throw number 2 for Miesek. He dribbles, he shoots. It's good. He nails both, and Sineski couldn't nail one. But now they have 14 seconds. They got to try and do it again. They got to try and get an and one, or one of them is going to have to find a way to hit a 3. They don't have Cousy on their team, so that was their one opportunity, and they screwed it up. Let's see. What will the Warriors do? They go to the corner for Beard. Will they just shoot a 3? Beard's going to go inside, try to draw the foul. He missed the layup. He missed the layup, and that'll do it. The Baltimore Bullets are your NBA champions for the 1950-51 season. Man, I really thought Philadelphia was about to pull that off. They really had a chance there. But Kiba, he just needs one to put it away, and he does just that. Pretty sure this guy is not a real person, but it's okay. And he hits them both. And just like that, there you have it. The Baltimore Bullets are your NBA champions. They're the first team other than the Washington Capitals to win a championship. The first team other than them to win a championship. And we'll see if they can repeat next year. Bob Cousy's only getting better. Why is he frozen over there? Y'all see that? There you go, the Baltimore Bullets. I guess it's the Dallas Mavericks franchise in this reality. I don't know why they can't give the logo on these shirts here, but it's fine. So shout out to Bob Cousy and them. I assume he's going to get the Finals MVP. He's holding it right there, but we'll see what the stats ended up being. Adam Silver, glad to see he was alive in 1951. And yeah, let's check out this box score. Joe Folks had 21 and 6, but I'm assuming, yes, he did foul out with 5 fouls. What year does that change? Okay, well, I just looked it up, and apparently the foul outs have always been 6 in the NBA, so from now on I will change that. Sorry, Joe Folks, but stop getting so many damn fouls. The Bullets, yeah, Cousy is going to be the Finals MVP. He had 38, 10, and 9. Absolutely ridiculous stats. He also had 6 threes. He might be revolutionizing the league already. But yeah, the Baltimore Bullets have won the championship. Cousy had 26, 7, and 8. Basically 26, 8, and 8. Also averaging a steal and a block. 49% from the field, also shooting 43% from 3. I really wish I could just get rid of the 3-point line, but this game is not that deep yet, so it's all good. But yeah, that'll do it for this year. We'll go to player retirement, see if there's anyone. Mel Reeb will be leaving us, but that's really about it. I think the rest of these guys, oh, Chick Reeser. Wow, Chick Reeser, 77 overall, calling it quits. Mike Bloom. But yeah, other than that, a lot of these guys are fake. So I'll see you guys in the next year in 1951-52, where the foul outs will be back at 6. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.